I start loving art when I was very child, very young. Indeed, my mother was a painter. She paints landscapes, and she always say that she quit from arts when I was born because she couldn't continue working because I go and take all the materials. So she, when I was very little, so she decided not to go on with art, and I start loving what she do. And my first approach to the art was when I used to go to a space, art space in Buenos Aires for childs that works at 4 years old, and I do a lot of things. Obviously, it was not something very clear what I love in that area, but materials was my very lovely hands-on. Yeah. Then I went to technical schools. I study this drawing, technical draw, geometric technical draw, and arts and design and drawing was very in deep when I do my career. I have another specialization in science and systems and business, but always I draw. I work with different materials, different colors, just for me, and very deep. I didn't show. When I was in my middle years of 45, 46, I decided to spend some time trying to show to me how that work will come. And I started to study different painters, especially in geometric area, as Victor Vasarely or Marta Botto, or well, very different artists from middle of last century. I start to find how they do, how they think the works, how they design it, how they apply colors. So I spent 3-4 years learning different techniques from these masters. And then I start, and I was very I started a career showing here in Buenos Aires in different galleries, and they early adapt my works to show them in different shows. And I think it was in 2009 that I started working in Miami. Somebody sent me a message asking me if I can send some materials over there to start a show. And I start to go different ferias, Art Miami, Red Dot, made solo exhibitions in different galleries. I used to have an interview in CNN, in Spanish in CNN. So I start to show my art more internationally. But I always be very fanatic of how I can improve what I do in quality, in what you've seen, what the person that's in my art feels. Every draw, every design at this moment of my career are sort of how that can convert in a feeling for the viewer. And this is very important for me. I work just in experience of the viewer to see my works and feel differently than when they see another works. So as you see, I am very proud of how I feel the art. For me, is I have to understand that what I do makes sense to others to feel something when they have in front. And that's no easy. It's a process. It's a process in the design, in this process in define the colors, in define way forms. That is more or less how I feel the art.